Good morning, afternoon, or evening. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to Mr. Morrow's geometry class. Today we're going to be talking about complementary and supplementary angles. Very, very, very important concept. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, guys, complementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. That means it's two angles that form a right angle. Each of the two angles is called the complement of the other, okay? The complement of the other. For example, let's look at the following examples below. You see in our first figure, you have angle 1 and angle 2. But if you notice, gentlemen, you have the little symbol that we already know about. That means that it's 90 degrees. So that already indicates to you, okay, angle 1 and 2 form a right angle. That means that angle 1 and 2 have a sum of 90 degrees. That means that angle 1 and 2 are complementary angles. And therefore, they are complements of each other. So for example, let's say that angle 1 equals 30. Why does this do this? Sorry, my bad. Equals 30 degrees. So then angle 2 has to equal 60 degrees. So you could read this two ways. You can say angle 1 is the complement of angle 2, or angle 2 is the complement of angle 1. Now, remember yesterday we had a brief little explanation of this. Think about this now in terms of numbers. Okay? If I have angle 1 and I have angle 2, and I know that angle 2 is 60 degrees. How would I find the complement of angle 2, gentlemen? 90 minus 60. Now does that make a little bit more sense what I was talking about yesterday? So 90 minus 60 would be 30. So when I have the complement of an angle, the complement of an angle will always be 90 degrees minus that angle. That make sense, y'all? All right, good stuff. Okay, let's look at the next example. It says here that angle A is 40 and angle B is 50. They do not have to be sharing the same vertex in order to be complements of each other. Since angle A and angle B are 50, that means that angle A and B are complementary. That means that angle A is a complement of angle B, and vice versa, angle B is a complement of angle A. Let's look at our third figure. We have triangle CDE. Angle C is 60 degrees. Angle E is 30 degrees. So that means that angle C and E are complementary. So that means that angle C is a complement of E, and angle E is a complement of angle C. Yes, sir. This will be a special right triangle, but we'll get into that later. But thank you. Good memory, sir. Okay? Now, we could prove, this is just something else that I want you guys to start making connections. Remember how I've been harping on you guys? You cannot assume right angles. You cannot assume any angles except for a straight angle. Is there any way for me to prove, though, that angle D is 90, and therefore that triangle CDE is a right triangle? Yes, you had your hand up first. What's up, brother? Yeah, tell me.
Well, if a triangle equals 180 degrees, the angles equal 180 degrees, and you have two angles, and you just subtract the sum of those two angles by 180, which is 90.
Beautiful. A triangle has 180 degrees. That's a fact. If I take away the 60 and the 30, that's 90. That means that I'm left with a 90-degree angle. So therefore, I can prove that angle CDE is a 90-degree angle. So therefore, triangle CDE is a right triangle. That's proof. Okay? And in geometry, guys, I'm going to repeat this a million times so you get sick of me saying it. But you cannot assume many things in triangles. In geometry. You have to prove it. Yes, sir? If we were going to say a proof here, you would say given angle C is 60, Given angle angle E is 30, then you would say angle C plus angle E equals 90, addition property. Then you would say, I would probably have to, well, you could say triangle CDE equals 180 degrees, definition of a triangle. Then you would say angle CDE minus angle C minus angle E equals 90, subtraction property. Then you would say angle CDE equals 90 degrees. Then you could say angle CDE is a right angle, definition of right angles. Then you would say triangle CDE is a right triangle, definition of right triangles. Thank you very much, sir. Okay? Very good question, my brother. And then here, okay? I know you guys love the minutes and degrees and seconds, but it's part of geometry. If I tell you that angle FGJ is the complement of JGH, well, that means that together, okay, angle FGJ plus angle JGH equals 90. It has to be 90. But I can prove that because 63 degrees and 40 minutes plus 26 degrees and 20 minutes is going to equal 89 degrees and 60 minutes. Remember, my brothers, that 60 minutes equals 1 degree. So 89 degrees plus the 1 degree equals 90 degrees. Does that make sense, boys? Okay, awesome. Let's continue. Supplementary angles. Supplementary angles, gentlemen, are two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. So in other words, it's two angles that form a straight angle. Please be careful. Sometimes we get confused between a straight line and a straight angle. A line is a line, that's fine. We can assume that it's a line. A straight angle is a straight angle. Now, they're similar because they're both straight. Yes, I understand that. However, a straight angle measures 180 degrees. Okay? Just like complements, each of the two supplementary angles are called supplements of the other. So, for example, the following are examples of supplementary angles. Okay, so let's look at this first guy here. Those guys are supplementary angles. Why? Because this is a straight line, and straight lines are straight angles. So that means that equals 180 degrees. So that means that angle A and C are supplementary angles, and therefore they're supplements of each other. I can say that angle A is a supplement of angle C, and I can say that angle C is a supplement of angle A. Just like complements, supplementary angles do not necessarily have to be on the same straight line or on the same straight angle. You can have separate angles whose sum is 180, and that makes them supplementary as well. For example, angle J here is 30 degrees. Angle K is 150 degrees. So therefore, angle J and K are supplementary angles, and therefore they are supplements of each other. Let's look at a polygon here. This is a trapezoid, RPOM. Angle R and angle M are supplements of each other. Why? Because angle R is 110 and angle M is 70 degrees. 110 degrees plus 70 degrees is 180 degrees. So therefore they are supplementary. They are supplements of each other. Does that make sense, my brothers? All right, the good news, that's all the knowledge for today. Now the even better news, let's do some practice so we can understand this. Okay? So, sample problem number 1. Given angle TVK is a right angle. You know me, guys. I love to label things. So immediately I'm going to label it. That's 90. Okay, that's a right angle. They want you to prove that angle 1 is complementary to angle 2. Well, it would have been nice if I would have put the angles. So why don't we put, this is angle 1 here, and this is angle 2. That's my bad. I should have had that labeled already. I apologize. So, okay, gentlemen, what would the statements be here? What do you think? What's the first statement we're going to do? Yes, sir. Correct. Angle TVK is a right angle. Given. So if you know they're right angles, what has to be true about angle 1 and 2? Boom. There's a very easy proof. Angle 1 is complementary to angle 2. Why? You got it. If the sum of two angles is a right angle, then they are complementary. We can shorten that by simply saying definition of complementary angles. Sometimes it's that easy, gentlemen. Yes, sir. Come again? No, there's no symbol for complementary, sir. But if you can see, I shortened it as much as I could. DEF period of COMP period angles. No, I know you're not complaining. I try to shorten it as much as I can, guys. But remember, we have to at least be able to let that little gerbil know, okay, what it is, okay? Yes, sir. No, you do not have to say that TVK is equal to 90 degrees. Can you say that? Yes. But the definition of complementary angles are two angles that form a right angle. Not two angles that equal 90. That's a result of being a right angle. So you could have added, after the TVK is a right angle, you could have said angle TVK has a sum of 90. Or angle TVK is 90 degrees. Definition of right angles. And then you could have gone to complementary. I would not have marked that wrong. That just would have been extra space and time for you, sir. Great question. Yes, sir. No, you do not have to prove that TVX is angle 1. That was my error. I apologize. That's why I had said before that I apologize, because it should have been there already. Thank you, sir. Very good questions, guys. Thank you for caring. May I continue, gentlemen? Let's do this. Okay. Example 2. Diagram as shown. Wow, Mr. Morrow's really making a lot of mistakes on this one today. Okay. Let's do the diagram as shown then. Let's put this guy here. Let's put this guy here. I apologize. That is my bad. And then let's go ahead and say that this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Okay. That should have been there. You do not have to do that. If they tell you diagram as shown, there should be a diagram. I apologize, guys. We're all human. Okay, so diagram is shown now that I have the actual diagram there. How can we prove from this diagram, gentlemen, that angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2, my brothers? Yes, sir. No. First, diagram is shown. Given. Then, what do I say? No, you're not sorry at all. I'm the one who's sorry because I should have put, yeah, maybe A, B, and C here. Maybe that would make our life easier if I actually did the figure correctly. My bad. My bad. I'll fix that today. So then I could say then angle ABC is a straight line or a straight angle. I would accept either one. Okay? And then yes, the reason for that is exactly what you said. You can assume a straight angle or a straight line from the diagram. Okay? And then what will my third and final proof be? Or final statement be? Yes, sir. Boom. Angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2. Why? Exactly. If the sum of two angles is a straight angle, okay, then they are supplementary. So in other words, definition of supplementary angles. Now, could you have said after statement 2, angle ABC has a sum of 180 degrees? Yes. Is that necessary for this? No. Because the definition of supplementary angles are two angles that form a straight angle. Does that make sense, my brothers? Yes, sir. No. You couldn't say the sum of angle 1 and 2 is 180 degrees because of assumptions. No. You could have said, like I just finished saying, that angle ABC is a straight line. That's assumed. And then after that, if you wanted to, angle ABC equals 180 degrees, definition of straight angles. Then you could have gone and said angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2, definition of supplementary angles. But proving or stating that a straight line equals 180 degrees is not necessary for this proof. Because all you needed for this proof was to prove that angle 1 is supplementary to angle 2. And the definition of supplementary angles are two angles that form a straight line. Or the sum of two angles is a straight angle. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Thank you very much. So I would not have marked that wrong for you. You just would have had an extra step that really wasn't needed. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my man. I love the questions, guys. I love them. Okay, now, the fun stuff. Okay. The measure of one of two complementary angles is 3 greater than twice the measure of the other. Find the measure of each. Before you get all crazy, okay, let's think about this. You're going to have two angles. One of them is going to be the complement of the other, okay? So let's make a table. Make a table, make a table, make a table. The measure of one of two complementary angles. So we'll go angle 1 and angle 2. So the measure of one of two complementary angles is 3 greater than twice the measure of the other. What do we know nothing about? Angle 2. So what would we call angle 2? What do we know about the measure of the first angle? It's 3 greater than twice the measure of the other angle. So 3 greater than twice the measure of the other angle, 2x plus 3. Is that correct? Okay, you sure? All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, thank you, guys. Apologize about that. Okay, so angle 1 is 2x plus 3, angle 2 is x. If they're complementary angles, what do we know about angle 1 plus angle 2? Exactly, so 2x plus 3 plus x equals 90. So 3x plus 3 equals 90. So 3x equals 87 divided by 3 divided by 3. Great job. X equals 29 degrees. Find the measure of each angle. We'll plug it in. Angle 2 will be 29. And angle 2, very good, sir, will be 61 degrees. If you notice, guys, I don't do the table because I'm so awesome. It's reverse of that. I do the table because I'm so human. And if I personally don't see it on paper, I personally get confused. I've been doing math for 20 years, and I don't care how simple the problem looks to me, I always do a table. That's why usually I get a very good result with my word problems. Not because I'm so brilliant or because I'm a genius. I take my time. I organize myself. If you guys can get in the habit of doing this, not only is it going to help you here in geometry, but it's going to help you in every single math class you're ever going to take. And believe it or not, it's also going to help you in real life. Okay? Being able to think is very, very important. May I continue, gentlemen? Thank you, gentlemen. Now pay attention to this one and the difference between 3 and 4. In number 3, I said the measure of one of two complementary angles. Okay? So you knew that angle 1 plus angle 2 was going to be 90. Now look at the difference here in the way that they state this one. The measure of the supplement of an angle is 60 less than 3 times the complement of the angle. Okay? What did we say yesterday? When I say the word supplement of an angle, what little expression should come to mind? Supplement 180 minus x. What little expression comes to mind when I say the complement of an angle? Yes, sir. Very good. Now, let's think about this, okay? The measure of the supplement of an angle is 60 less than 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. So let's make another table, guys. The supplement and the complement. What do we know nothing about? The complement, which is 90 minus x. And what do we know about the supplement? The supplement of an angle is 60 less than 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. Well, we know that the supplement has to be 180 minus x, right? So in this particular case, they tell me that the supplement, which we know is 180 minus x, equals 60 less than 3 times the measure of the complement. So 3 times the complement minus 60. Why did I put 60 in the back? If you remember from, yeah, go ahead. Very good, son. Less than. Less than always means switch. Okay? If I just said 60 less, then it'd be 60 minus whatever they're talking about. But when I say less than, we want to switch that, gentlemen. Does that make sense, guys? Now, some of you may be saying, whoa, hold on, Moro. Why did you do this part? Because I'm human, and I wanted to make sure that I understood that the supplement means 180 minus x, and I wanted to make sure that I knew that the complement means 90 minus x. Then I can easily flow through this. The measure of the supplement, bam, of an angle equals 60 less than 3 times the complement. Does that help, guys? I want to make sure that this is flowing for you guys, that you're seeing this and going, oh, okay, I know what this guy's talking about now. You guys promise me on that? All right, let's do this then, gentlemen. Let's solve this sucker. So I've got 180 minus x equals 3 times 90 is 270. Please remember you have to distribute, my brothers. Minus 3x minus 60. So I've got, I'm going to add x to both sides and combine like terms. So I've got 180 equals 270 minus 60 is 210 minus 2x. Then I subtract 210 to both sides, gentlemen. And you get negative 30 is equal to negative 2x divided by negative 2. X equals 15 degrees. Now let's read the question. What was it asking for? Find the measure of the complement. That's why I made this table here, gentlemen. 90 minus x would be 90 minus 15. So what is the complement? 75 degrees. Does that make sense, guys? Like, I don't just want you to say, yeah, it's easy. I want you to ask me anything you need to ask me. I want this to flow. I want this to be great for you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. 210 because what is 270 minus 60? No, I just asked for questions and you gave me one. Thank you, brother. Never going to get upset when you guys work and care. That's the beauty of my job, helping you guys. Does that make sense, gentlemen? All right, let's see. And that's it, brothers. We're good. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you very much, and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye-bye. Bye.